Welcome back to the show. Now, the AIADMK General Secretary Jayalalitha has called for People's Telegram campaign to dismiss Union Telecom Minister A. Raja over the 2G spectrum scandal has met with good response from the party cadres. A day after AIADMK's senior leaders such as D. Jayakumar and others sent hundreds of telegrams to the President of India seeking dismissal of A. Raja, many other wings of the AIADMK also joined the campaign. AIADMK's lawyers wing sent telegrams from the BSNL office at the Madras High Court today. According to BSNL circles, Chennai's telegram offices have been busy with activity for the past 2 days thanks to the AIADMK cadres.
இந்திய ஜனாதிபதி அவர்களுக்கு தந்திகளை அனுப்பும் பணியை நாங்கள் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். ஜனாதிபதி அவர்கள் இந்திய நாட்டை காப்பாற்றுவதற்காக உடனடியாக நடவடிக்கை எடுத்து தொலைத்தொடர்புத்துறை அமைச்சர் ராஜாவை பதவி நீக்கம் செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். எங்களுடைய கோஷம் ரிமூவ் ராஜா சேவ் இந்தியா.
Now, our Chief Minister has been in news for more than just one reason. The Kaveri issue has lifted its head again. There will be an all-party meet on the water wars very soon. The Chief Minister has urged all political parties to unite on the Kaveri issue. Karnadi said that no hasty decision would be taken on the Kaveri issue as it might result in a standoff. Now, this after the AIADMK alleged that the government is not doing enough to secure the state's rights on the Kaveri issue. Meanwhile, opposition parties including the VCK, the PMK and the CPM have all agreed for an all-party meet on the issue. Now, is onion worth its weight in gold? This might not seem too stark a comparison as the onion prices are skyrocketing. Do onion tears await our households? Our reporter Pratiksha tries to get us an answer.
Well, with the beautiful monsoon rainy season finally setting in Chennai, I do know that the onion pakoda is something that will be on all our minds. But even that may just become difficult to get. We are joined by a shopkeeper in Perungudi. Madam, onions வந்து இப்ப எவ்வளவு ஆகுது?
40 ரூபாய்மா. 40 ரூபாய்.
இது எவ்வளவு நாளா இந்த இவ்வளவு price?
2 நாளா.
Well, as she said, the price of onions has increased in just the last 2 days, and here's why. Karnataka is actually Tamil Nadu's main supply of onions, and since that state actually suffered a huge crop failure and with the monsoon setting in, Tamil Nadu as a state which was supposed to receive about 750 lorries of onions has just received 50 lorries this week. And the state is reeling under this huge increase in the price of onion, which is actually a very important ingredient in all our cooking. In Chennai, Pratiksha for NDTV Hindu.
Well, there you have a good example of double-digit food inflation. And speaking of inflation, it has been reigning supreme. The RBI and RBI's decisions to consistently hike key lending rates. Now, imagine buying a fridge today as loan rates climb. What will be the impact be on your EMIs? NDTV Hindu tells you how this pinch in your pocket is going to result in you shelling out more money.
There is an erroneous view that you can't use monetary fiscal policies because we've got food inflation.
These words echo the sentiments behind the RBI's recent moves. With consistent hikes in the repo and the reverse repo rates, the pressure is now mounting on banks to transfer the cost of borrowing to the customer.
RBI recently, the guidelines has been, they have taken a measurable, reasonable of hardly 25 basis increase in both the repo and reverse repo rate. However, the fast increase in the interest rate itself has given a slightly upward movement interest rate.
Some of the leading banks have already hiked their base rates for loans with the tightening of the monetary policy. In fact, senior bank officials have conceded that any hikes beyond current levels will have an immediate and direct impact on loan rates. But economists believe that it is important for the RBI to cut liquidity.
If the consequent increase in liquidity is large, and my view is that it is going to be very large and unmanageable, you'll have to undertake a combination of measures. So you'll have to increase this cash reserve ratio, open market operations, and issue stabilization bonds.
The silver lining perhaps is that the RBI's move to tighten monetary policy will also push up your bank deposit rates. In Chennai, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu. Now in some sports action, the Asiad Games have been declared open in Guangzhou. 2 years after the spectacular success of Beijing Olympics, China dazzled the world once again by unveiling the 16th Asian Games with a spellbinding opening ceremony in which water was the overwhelming theme and athletes were ushered in a unique boat parade on Pearl River. Now the theme was water and the main part of the ceremony was held on an island located on China's third longest river. The 4.5-hour ceremony started with the trademark fireworks and the 37,000 strong capacity was up on its feet when 1320 artists from the city's oldest Kung Fu school descended with giant LED screens in the backdrop. After much confusion over who would be the flag bearer, the original choice, ace shooter Gagan Narang, led the 671 strong delegation of Indian athletes into the arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the Jet Boat Show in Pearl River.
And on to cricket now. It was pretty much even Stevens on day one of the second test between India and New Zealand. The Kiwi top order made hay while the Indian bowlers staged a late comeback. Let's take a quick look at the action from day one.
India couldn't have had a better start. New Zealand's version of Sehwag, Brendan McCullum, sent back by a peach of a delivery from Srishant. The Kochi pacer was on fire and he almost had his second wicket soon after, but replays showed it was a no ball and Martin Guptill was called back. Guptill had been edgy to start with, but he settled down soon enough, looking the most comfortable of the Kiwi batsmen. With opener Tim McIntosh fighting for runs at the other end, one of the live comments on cricinfo.com read, "This is a bit of a shock. 2 New Zealand batsmen in the top 3 getting runs?" This by far was the shot of the day, Guptill powering the Kiwis past 150. Guptill was all set for a century, but Pragyan Ojha trapped him just in time on 85 to help India heave a huge sigh of relief. But McIntosh took over from Guptill and the momentum stayed with the Kiwis.
Good shot. Used his feet well and has gone over that short mid-wicket fielder.
This wicket though changed things around a bit. Ross Taylor caught fishing by Zaheer Khan. Rahul Dravid had a tough chance to end McIntosh's innings, but Lady Luck would stay with New Zealand. And then McIntosh became the first Kiwi opener to hit a century in 6 years. What a comeback after a pair in the last test. The day though would end in the balance as McIntosh fell just minutes before stumps on 102. The Kiwis solid for 258 for 4, but not enough for an entire day's play.
Now, marketing mantra or movie magic, we debate about the best way to fill theatres. We'll bring you that debate on the other side.